Hi everyone, welcome back again. This is the part 2 of this video. As promised, this is the sewing process. So in case you missed the part 1, check the description box or the comment section for part 1. So in this part 2, we are going to be putting this together and then we are going to be sewing. So if this looks like what you would love to learn, keep on watching. Let's get started. So this is it for the whole pattern. This is the down part and then this is the back piece. All right, and then we have this upper piece as well. This is the upper piece. Remember how we actually cut out, so this is it for the whole piece. So we are going to set the upper piece aside for now, and then what we are going to do is to bring in the center front for the down part. Remember the center front, we have two pieces each, so I'm going to take off my pattern on both sides of the down piece, as you can see me do. So after doing that, what we are going to do now is to do the same thing to the upper piece. Remove your pattern. So what we are going to do, place it right side facing the right side and then pin down. So you can see that I already transferred my darts to my fabric, so I'm still going to sew that off. So just go ahead, as you can see me do. So after pinning, join by 1/2 inch and then sew off your darts. Then you are going to come over here. We are doing the same thing to this side of it. All you are going to do is to remove your pattern, also place it right side facing the right side and then pin down as well. So just as you can see, place it the same way, pin down, and then we are also going to sew off 1/2 inch and then sew off your darts. So I'm going to, after doing that, we are going to put it together like so, align it like so, and then stitch to where your slit stopped. So I'm going to do just that. I'll set this aside and then I'll bring in the back piece. Okay, remember the back piece, we also have two each as usual. So what I'm going to do now is to take off my pattern, and then this is it for both side piece. So the same thing we did before. All you are going to do is to place it right side facing the right side. All right, so just place it right side facing the right side, pin down, and then join by 1/2 inch. All right, so I will do that and then I'll bring the whole piece back. So this is it, pin down here, join by 1/2 inch. So it's just our normal way of joining. So this is it after sewing. As you can see, I already sewed off the waistline, and then this is it for the front. I did the same thing. I already sewed off my darts and then I sew at the waistline. And then the slit, I actually sewed it from the shoulder to my slit. So I'm going to place it like this, align it at the waistline and then pin down. So the front to the back, align it at the waistline and then pin down. So join the shoulder by 1/2 inch and then the side by whatever allowance you added. So this is it. After doing that, as you can see, I already joined, and then this is it for this. And then what we are going to do now is we are going to turn it to the back. All right, so from our neckline, we are going to come down by 2 inches. So from your neckline, come down by 2 inches, then go in by 1 inch. Okay, so you are going to stitch it like so and then stop at that 2 inches. Then the rest piece that you have, you are going to go ahead and then fix your zipper starting from that 2 inches and then close to the end. So this is it after doing that. As you can see, I stop at that 2 inches because our zipper is not going to get to the neckline because of our style inspiration. So we are going to take the circumference of the neckline. So all you are going to do from the center back, take the circumference of your neckline round. Please, you are going to repeat this process as many times as possible until you get one figure twice, or if possible thrice. So try as much as possible to measure your neckline over and over and over and over until you get the same figure, then before you can actually move on from taking your round neckline. It's very important. So after taking your neckline measurement, you are going to bring in a fresh pattern paper and then you are going to place it on fold. So after placing it on fold, take your ruler and then create a line like so. All right, so create a line like so. After doing that, you are going to go in by your neckline, divide by 2. Remember, this pattern is on fold, so mark half of your round neckline, and then what you are going to do is to create a slanted line from that point, like so. After doing that, you are going to come over to this side of it. I'm going to make the width 4 inches. So the width of this point, I'm going to make it 4 inches, and then I'll come over to my slanted line, and then I'm going to make it 5 inches. So this is the width I want. So all I need to do is to connect it. After connecting, you are going to come over here, go in by 1 inch, as you can see me do, and then connect it to the end, like so. So going by 1 inch, connect it like so. This is the part we are going to be joining with. Also check to be sure that is half of your round neckline, as you can see. Then go ahead and cut out. Okay, so cut out like so, and then open your paper up. Remember, it's still on fold. So what we are going to do now, you are going to bring in your fabric. So we are cutting on bias, so you are going to fold your fabric like so. So this is actually to help us to help it relax by the time we finish. So that is why we are cutting on bias. So I'm going to pin this down, and then I will add 1/2 inch round and then cut out. So what you are going to do, bring in your tissue organza. So this is tissue organza. Remember, I already introduced this fabric to us during part 1 of this video. So I just cut out 2.5 inches width. I cut out 2.5 inches width, and then I went ahead to pleat it. So I actually cut out 2, I join it together, and then I pleat. So I think you can actually get already made of this. Okay, so I don't know, whichever one you are able to get. So what we are going to do now is to remove our pattern. Okay, so this part of it that we actually slanted is the side that we are going to be pleating on. Remember, the other side is the side that we measured our neckline on. So the side that we are not going to be joining to our neckline, that is just going to be, that's the edge, that's the side we are going to be pleating on. So you can check the picture on the screen for guide. So all I'm going to do now is to pin down. Okay, so just the same way, I'm going to pleat it carefully from here round to the end. So this is it. The length of the pleat I made didn't get to the end, but I'm going to do that off camera. So all we are going to do is just the same process, the same way I did this side. I will repeat it on this side to the end. So after doing that, after pinning down, all you are going to do is to bring the second piece that we cut out, place it like so, and then all you are going to do is to stitch by 1/2 inch like this. Okay, and then stitch it like this to the end. Okay, so stitch it here to the end and then bring it down as well. So when you are done, turn it out from this part and then you can top stitch. So this is it after doing that. Okay, so you can as well add a hairstay. You can add hairstay to make it firm. Okay, so this is it, and all we are going to do now is to bring in our dress. So you can see that I'm actually placing this on the wrong side. Okay, I'm placing it on the wrong side of our dress, so just place it at the neckline like so. Just kind of like overlap it a little. Remember, we are not adding lining, so kind of like overlap it a little and then pin down. So when you're done, whatever you have left, just pin it around the neckline. So remember, we are pinning on the wrong side of our dress, because after everything we are going to push it or turn it out to the right side, so we are pinning on the wrong side. So hope this is clear enough. So just go ahead, whatever you have left, pin it around. After pinning, we are going to be joining by 1/2 inch. So we are going to be joining by just 1/2 inch. Please, this point, make sure you overlap it small. It should not be too much, just overlap it small. That's actually to cover up the rough edges, because we are not adding a lining. So just go ahead, sew by 1/2 inch round. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll bring the whole thing back. So this is it after joining. As you can see, I already joined by 1/2 inch round. So all I need to do now is to turn everything out to the right side like this. Okay, so you are going to iron it out. All right, iron it out. So we are almost done. We are left with the sleeves. So this is my basic sleeve. Okay, this is my basic sleeve to my wrist. So I'm going to place it on fold like so, and then I will open it up. So after doing that, I'm going to go up by 3 inches. So I'm adding extra 3 inches to the cap height. So I'm going to take my ruler, and then I'm going to connect it into my armhole like this, and then connect it like so. So I'm going to blend it in, okay, like this, and then I'll do the same thing here. I'll blend it in as well. So after doing that, what I'm going to do is to cut off the excess. Remember, my basic sleeve, I already have the whole necessary allowance that I need on it. So that is why you are not seeing me adding any additional allowance. So all I'm going to do now is to bring in my fabric that I'm going to use to cut my sleeve. So this fabric is actually on fold because I'm cutting for both sleeves. So I already pinned that I'm going to slash the middle of my cap height, and then I'm going to slit. So I actually have to cover because I want to slit exactly the cap height that I added, which is the 3 inches. So you can see that is where I'm slitting from. So what I'm going to have there, I'm going to have roughly 4 inches at this point. So the space I have there is roughly 4 inches. So I'm going to pin down, just as you can see me do now. I'm going to pin it down like so, and then I'm going to take my chalk, connect these points together, and then I'll go ahead and cut out. So when you're done, notch both points like this, and then notch here. So when you're done, remove your pattern paper, as you can see. So the next thing you are going to do is you are going to pleat this point. Okay, so just pleat this point carefully, as you can see. Pleat it, pleat, and then if you have any excess, just pleat it around the cap height. Don't pleat into the armhole. So just pleat around the cap height because of the inspiration we are working with. So when you are done, all you are going to do is to join at this point by 1 inch and then fix it to your dress. That's all. So this is the finished look, as you can see. So you are going to go over and then use overlocking machine to overlock the neckline round, and then I use a bias to turn my slits, as you can see. So this is the finished look. Just go ahead, attach your fancy button, and then that's all. Thank you so much for watching. If you find my video helpful, please like and leave a comment. So I just use bias to turn around. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.